And here's news based on politics. iNews, Wednesday, 17th of July 2024, page 10. It's based on the Reform UK. And here are the headlines regarding politics. Reform UK needs to root out extremist element, say voters. This is by Chloe Chaplin, senior political correspondent. And more than half of voters think that Reform UK has a problem with extreme candidates and prejudice, polling has revealed. Reform hopes to utilise the collapse of Conservative support after 5 of the party's MPs were elected to Parliament, but post-election polling shows public concern over the party's vetting of candidates, its view on race, and handling of issues such as immigration. The data suggests its leader, Nigel Farage, could struggle to build a broad coalition of voters without improving the party's reputation. Reform sources said the party was aware that there had been poor vetting of candidates and insisted this was being overhauled. A spokesman said the perception of the party shown through the polling was wrong and clearly one that exists, and we will combat it effectively. Here it says clearly one that exists, and we will combat it effectively. 2/3 of adults polled by Focal data immediately after the election, 74% agreed Reform must do more to deal with extreme candidates, rising to 72% among Tory voters. Among Reform voters, 59% agreed the party must do more to ensure they don't have candidates with extreme views, with 16% disagreeing. This is the bit I've just read out now here. Most voters also think Reform risks bringing prejudice into debates about immigration. Just over half of respondents, 51%, agreed, and 2/5 of the public think Reform is a racist party. 41% compared with 30% who disagree. Conservative voters are split on the issue. With 37% saying the party is racist and 34% saying it is not. Reform voters themselves reject the idea it is a racist party. By 86% to 4%, however, 45% of voters said Reform is bravely outspoken, and 49% said the party simply says things others don't have the courage to say. A Reform spokesman said, "This study is highly partisan, and many of the questions are leading to desired responses. That being said, it is Let's repeat that again. That being said, it is notable that upwards of 40% have or would consider voting for the party." Let's zoom down a little bit. As to the point about candidates and perception, nobody is more aware than we are on the need to significantly overhaul our candidate selection and vetting processes. The party leadership has repeatedly stated in recent weeks that the need to professionalise the internal party structure is its key priority. Let's zoom down a little bit now. Okay, the British Future think tank, which commissioned the polling, said it suggests reform suffers with more of a reputational problem than UKIP did in 2015.